Let me know if anybody can hear me. Because I'm not sure if... Yes! Finally! Yay! I've moved 4 times in my house. Hiya, Gail. God, it's so nice. I've actually... I think technology is testing me seriously today, Gail. Seriously. I have been trying to do the scope for the last 25 minutes or so. Hi, Amy, darling. How are you? Thanks for joining me, everyone. Hi, Andrew. You and me both. And right. Well, it is Wednesday, and we know that's the day of Mercury, which is the day of communication. So, hello from Illinois. Hi. Do you know Illinois is where I sell most of my products to? I think I probably said that before. Oh, I didn't know that yet. Well, there you go. I'm full of information. Yes, seriously, Amy. I've moved 4 times in my house. Plus, then I had to run away from my workman, who I can hear outside the back. So I'm actually sat in the hall. You were born on a Wednesday. I'm actually sat in the hallway, on the floor. So May and my daughter will be probably running up and down. So it's just the things we have to do. And then if you've got an addiction to Periscope, you do it, don't you, Amy? You should know. Love, love, love. Okay, everybody, let's get on. We've got so much to talk about, and I have a massage at 3 o'clock. That's cool. We're pretty progressive for being corn-fed. I love it. Yeah, they seem to love what I do, which is wonderful. Okay, there's a card actually here that's already there. Look. Oh my goodness, look. I didn't see that, but look what it is. Transformation. It was already up, ready for us. Oh gosh. Okay, when I was sat in my front room, I did actually pick out birth, so we can add those both together and think of birth and transformation as one. What is it? These are my little yoga cards. I don't know if you mean what are these or what my business is. Well, if you aren't, I don't know what it is on the side. Birth and transformation. Okay, fantastic. Lady from Illinois, tell me your name. What was your name? What is the card? The card's for transformation, and thanks. Oh yes, Amy, thank you, darling. Press your little guy on the side, invite followers. We're going to chant, 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 make a lot of noise, but beautiful noise. These are little straggly little Society of Moss and Lace. Wow, that sounds a great name. Gail would like that name. She likes names. These are my tiny little yoga cards that I got about 25 years ago when I started doing yoga. And you can't get them. You don't seem to be able to get them. What's your name, Society of Moss and Lace? Because I think I have seen you before. And they give you the Sanskrit name underneath, and they give you the English name on the top. But I know Mo would say Jessica. Yeah, Jessica, that's right. I have seen you because I remember that lovely picture. And everyone is just so beautiful, and they're just really nice. Hawaiian Fever, that's a nice name too. So yeah, so if you've just joined, I did tag in somebody at on the Elena. Because she's in Hawaii and I follow her most mornings. Lovely cards they are, and if you can follow her, she's on the title. She's lovely, and she does gratitude day and night from Hawaii, and I follow her, and she's been speaking a bit today about what I've been doing, which I really appreciate, giving me a little plug, which was lovely of her, so I want to do the same. So she's in the title, just to save me having to go back and forward and getting people to spell out the name. I've included her in the title of this scope. Okay, so I'll follow her after. Great. So there you go. Transformation and birth. Before we start, is the mantra in the background? What's the sound like? What's the noise like? Because that's going to go up when we start to chant. So let me know what it sounds like, and is it annoying or is it okay? Good, very soothing, great. Thanks, Amy. Sound is perfect, fantastic. Because you don't know when you're on Periscope, when you actually sat with the sound, how it is for everybody else. And I've never used music in the background. Nice to see you all. Look, in my hallway, pictures of me there. In this same top, I don't always wear the same clothes. Can you see? Me doing yoga. This is a rented house, otherwise all the, all the walls would be multicoloured, believe it or not, because I'm a colourful person. I could fall asleep. Your voice and that music is so soothing. Ah, we've got a sing here, fantastic. We like a sing. Love it, good. Okay, so there's a number of things to talk about today. It's quite, actually, the lighting's quite nice. Nice to see you, 007. All sings should be 007s because we're warriors, aren't we? We're just warriors. So yes, I do have a connection. My dad was Punjabi, so I am Singh too. So I've decided today to start, this is my first name. I've actually started today to start taking more breaths when I do Periscope, because I feel that when I finish, hi Maxwell, hi Max has just been on. When I finish, I feel exhausted and that I've run through it. But I guess this is learning how to speak to people out in the open, really, and talk about what you do. And yeah, so just to share and let people know that we're doing this lovely mantra today, and I do actually want to talk a little bit before we begin about the chakra system. And the energy that flows within us. Now, you know that I work with the moon, and that's my thing. And if you don't know me, I'm under silent moon, Indra. Hi, Louise. Nice to see you. For the 4th time I tried this scope, so let's hope we stay on here. And I create offerings, and when I say offerings, I mean flower essences, bath products. I'm not yet doing soap, but I will do. Hi, lovely. And many other glorious things by moonlight. And I sell them at silent-moon.co.uk. But my other side of me is yoga, which has always been the big part of my life, and I've been doing yoga since I was 17. I got into yoga traditionally through my father, who is a Punjabi, and from suffering from anorexia, which I've spoke to some of you about before. And I didn't go really to any counselling. It was yoga that saved my life. Did you see the stunning sunset last night? I didn't know. I didn't, Amy. Oh, and I wish I had. I didn't. No, I was actually teaching last night, so, well, I probably could have seen it afterwards. But after teaching, I tend to come in and just chill out. Thank you for being here. Metaphor showers this evening. Oh, meteor showers this evening. Wow, we'll have to watch out for that. Oh, that's great. We will watch out for that. So, yeah, so from suffering from an eating disorder, I got into yoga, and I will always say that yoga saved my life. And I did say that if I did survive it, because if you think about it, I was 4.5 stone when I was 18, so it's really quite small. I would teach it. So this is what I do, and that's what I do is teach yoga and run little retreats, and nothing too massive, because I love working with people on a one-to-one level and on an individual basis. So if you want to find out more about me, there I am at silent-moon.co.uk, and look at my offerings and everything that I create by moonlight. So let's get into the yoga side of it all. So we're in the dark moon. I wanted to check out with you about your self-gratitude. Thank you, Amy, and how you were doing, first of all, with self-gratitude. And this is day 4, and how it is for you to really go into yourself this dark moon and think about you. And has anybody got anything that they would really like to share about how the process is going for them? I speak a lot, certainly with Alana, about gratitude on the outside and what we feel about our families and nature and all the lovely things we have around us that we can be grateful for. Hi, Gail again. Hi, Jennifer. I had the opposite problem when I was younger. Was obese. Yoga helped, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. That's great to know. That's great. What's your name, please? So I'm not, unless you want to be known as Sing 007, but that's lovely to share. Thank you. Lovely top. Thank you. It's an old one, and it's the weird thing is it's on that photo behind me, which is a bit strange. So yeah, lost my thread there. Where was I? I'm just thinking about, yes, your gratitude, and if there's anything you really want to share about what it is you're finding with going inward. Sing 007, we for the last few days I've been scoping about self-gratitude, and when I Sing is good, fine, good. When we're talking about self-gratitude, I'm talking about self, as in, that's why I put self in capitals, because I truly believe that if you can't focus on yourself first, then how can you help other people? How hard it is. Absolutely, Louise. It's difficult, and finding 10 different things, but how necessary. Yeah, 10 different things to be grateful for about yourself every single day. It was a prompt, actually. I can't take full credit for it, because it was a prompt from Gail for me to do it, because I was having a lot of trouble seeing myself, I guess, what other people see in me. And Gail, as one of my mentors, really said to me, you know, sit down and do this every day. I'm getting to around 5, and then, yeah, I'm the same. But this morning I reeled them off, which was brilliant. It does get easier, Louise. It really does. No, it gets easier. Remember, I started about a week ago. I started before I started scoping about it, so it will get easier probably on the 6th day. And you rose to the challenge so brilliantly. Absolutely, Gail. Bless you. Oh, wonderful. So yeah, so things such as, if you exercise, welcome if you're just joining, Alma Rose, I like that name, beautiful. I'm just talking about self-gratitude, and I need to shout the self out loud, like self-gratitude, because it's about you, and you know, you need to really think about you. And I tend to think about my body. I tend to think about how grateful I am for my body, and how grateful I am that it works and it's healthy. And my senses, and Elena was talking to me this morning at 6:30, because obviously she's in Maui, so it's the other way around for her. Most powerful competition one has to fight with yourself. Absolutely, it's so true. And don't fight, hon, don't fight. Just let what comes come, and then just let it go, you know, if you can. And it's not always easy to do that, is it? So yeah, the self is a tough one. I had a feeling, some weird feelings coming up this morning for me, and I then tuned into Inga, into her scope, and she was answering a question that I was tormenting myself with all morning, and it was like, whoa, how strange is that? Hey, Simone! Hello, darling. How are you? All the way from the US. Lovely to see you. And we were just talking, Simone, about self-gratitude, and the reason why I write self in big letters is because I'm thinking about wanting self-gratitude to be about you, you know, self as in self. 10 things every day, and that's what it's been about. And some of the ladies have said that it's hard at the moment, but I started about a week ago, so it's getting easier. Now I'm going to challenge you today to do something tomorrow on day 5, just to make it not so much harder, but stop you going into, I see myself as a pipe connected to the source. Self-reflection helps keep the pipe clean. Absolutely. I've got another one for you there, which is very similar. I'll tell you after this, and remind me if I forget. Tomorrow I'm going to challenge you, when you do them, whether you say them out loud or whether you write them down, it doesn't matter. You can shout them to the universe. You can do them while you're doing yoga. You can do them while you're running. I do too. Don't think when you do them, just write. The reason I say that is because that's what I did this morning, and it was so much easier for me. And you will write down what's there and what you need to see, rather than just what was it, and you could sit for hours and try and tell yourself how you feel so great about yourself in so many ways, and you could be sat there for ages and ages and ages and not get a thing. So just write straight from your head, because I find that's the best way to do it. And thank you for all these lovely hearts. Who's the blue? Because that is probably my favourite colour. That's Sing. She's on. 1. Welcome. Okay, so maybe because this is, I seem to be doing really long scopes at the moment. Amy, I'm following your lead here with like really long scopes. Hello, Jennifer. Hi. You inspire me, Indra. You inspire me. You all inspire me, and it's so lovely to have you all here. It's really great. So let's get into the. Oh, right. Yes, I missed something. Go in the shower, cold shower. I know some of you do cold showers. Visualize yourself as a piece of bamboo. Yeah, they're long. They're like mine are, but you probably don't think they are. Visualize yourself as a piece of bamboo, hollow. Put the shower on top of your head and see in your mind everything just flowing down the drain. If you know, for release, it's brilliant. It's a great practice, and that's similar to what Singh was saying about being the pipe. That's what you reminded me about. So I want to start. Blue hearts. Oh, lovely. Thank you, darling. That's lovely. Oh, that's good. It is good. And if you can, Simone, if you can take cold water, Louise, anybody that resonates with that, do share, please. And if you can take cold water, then even better. However, in Kundalini, they do say don't put cold water on the top of the head. So it depends on what your belief is. So when I picked out a yoga card earlier, I was trying to get on this scope about 4 times, and we're having a few technical problems today. I know some of us are having a lot of technical problems today. It might be 2 different things. Okay, I was sitting in the room and I couldn't get a reception, and I picked out birth, and then I came down here and the card was already turned over, so I picked out transformation. So they may relate to you. These are my tiny little yoga cards that I bought when I first started yoga about 25 years ago, and they're really ragged and they're beautiful, and I'm sorry I can't tell you where I got them because they probably don't even exist. But I use them a lot in my classes. They're really lovely and they're really cute. A word in English and then a word in Sanskrit at the bottom, so it helps you to learn your Sanskrit too. Okay, darlings, right, here we go. Dark moon, self-gratitude, we've done that. The chakra system, hands up who knows about the energy system, who knows about the you know, what goes on within our body. Because this mantra is very cleansing. Me, good. Yeah, I'm guessing you do. This mantra is very, very good for cleansing the system, because we're going to use a hand movement when we do it. So it's probably good that you've seen me here so that you can see it. Could always learn more. Good. And we learn off each other. So it's really good to do that. Now I've been teaching this morning. As in a meditation form, but I want to use it more as a discussion. Amelia Wood, nice you've joined me. So the energy wheels in the body. I'm going to go from a Kundalini perspective, okay? Because although I teach different forms of yoga, Kundalini probably, certainly with the chakra system, resonates with me. Great, that's good, Amy. So at the bottom of your spine, at the root of your spine, we have Muladhara chakra, which is your base, okay? And if you like to visualize colour, you can visualize the colour red at this point. And chakras are represented like energy wheels, and they turn, or however you want to see them. I mean, there's beautiful yantras that you can see, that you can look at and you can meditate on. And they're just really, really powerful to know so that you can understand what's going on within you. So at the bottom, visualizing Muladhara chakra. This is a lovely, beautiful red, and it represents our grounding and our security and all the things that we need in life, such as food, water,
and all those things, family, love, and that can get quite easily out of balance if we're not grounded. So the good one is to always put your feet in the ground, on the soil, and breathe up through the soles of your feet, and then exhale back down into your center. And I do that quite a lot, actually, and I think I mentioned it quite a lot on the scopes. Hi Jennifer, I think you've come in and out, haven't you? Moving up from Muladhara chakra, we go into Svadhisthana chakra, which is the center of creation, creative energy, which is a beautiful orange color. And this energy is all about, not just about having an internet issue. I think quite a few of us, I seem to attract internet issues. And this center, this represents our creative energy. So I'm not just talking about giving birth here and children, because that's sort of the area for women. I'm talking about creative projects as well. So anything that you want to do creatively, if you're suffering or if anything's out of balance, this area, just about 3 finger widths below the navel, is an area which you should look at. Wear orange knickers, wear orange, wear the colour, wear the red. I know it sounds funny, but it does work. And I'm also into colour therapy, and I've studied colour therapy, and it does work. So think about bringing the colour that you may be depleted in into your life. So then we move up to just behind the navel center, which is one of my weaknesses, Manipura chakra, which is your center of will. That's the space where we move forward from, and it's like a sunshine yellow light. So it's nice if you can imagine like a sunshine yellow behind your belly. And I am going through this quite quickly. I'm just giving you a rough idea of what everything's about. Solar plexus is block, 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 block. You've got IBS as well, haven't you? So I know that feeling. Then we go upwards to the beautiful heart center. Now, this is obviously, you know what the heart's about. Let's have more hearts. Let's have some more hearts. And I always use 2 colours with my students, and I either use emerald green, because that's the one that resonates with me, which is all about space and wanting space in your heart to express yourself. Indra the tiger. Or I use a rose quartz, like pink, which to me is the mother's love. So at your heart, think about what it is that you really want there, and that colour will be drawn to that point. I always seem to go for the green, because I'm a very space person. I love my greenery, I love my country, I love my space, and I do have a lot of mummy love, so I'm okay with that. So I don't know, just whatever feels right here for you. And then from Anahata chakra we move up to Visura chakra here, which is anybody suffer from sore throats on a regular basis? Does your communication box get stuck? Do you not know how to speak to people or communicate properly? Yeah. Then here, Louise, get some blue around there. Blue scarves, anything like that. Drink water, visualize it blue in your throat. And that's such a really nice practice. And then Ajna chakra, which is your third eye point, a beautiful one. Here, which is your intuition, which is the colour of like an indigo, and I always say it's like the colour of the sky just before it turns black. So it's that lovely kind of deep purple. We don't always get it in the UK, but I'm sure in places where you've got lots of beautiful unpolluted night light, sort of up in the Himalayas. Hey Amy, hey Indra, hey Joel, nice to see you. I'm just talking about the chakras, and then I'm going to start to sing. So from here, we should have Sass on. Gail, if you're still there. So share. I want as many people to sing with me as I can, because I'm going to be singing on my own here, hoping you're all going to be singing. Couldn't get in earlier. Oh, just in time then. Good. So from your third eye, come up to the crown, come up to here, Sahasrara chakra, which is a violet light, which is your higher self, and you can visualize this spinning beautifully here. In Kundalini Yoga, we talk about the aura system also as being a chakra as well. So I like to visualize this on an in-breath, beautiful violet light spinning, and then as I exhale, drop white light down the sides of my body. Just like shower it down the sides of my body. So breathing in the violet light, exhale down the white light down the sides of my body. So is there anything that anybody with or without experience of the chakra points wants to share with us? Because, you know, it's good to share. So any of you who know about them, you can share. That was such a brief, very, very brief bit of scope about the chakra system and what they do for us and how they work. So you've got your base, you've got your creative energy, you've got your center, which is all about will, heart, coming from the heart, throat, communication, third eye point, higher self, auric field, which is always 9 feet beyond us when we're fit and well. So can you imagine how big your auric field is when you're fit and well? It's really pretty big. So if you're one of those people who walks around and you can feel people in your space, just remember, chakra colours are described as they are seen on the second layer of the aura. Nice, thanks Joel, that's really nice information, and it's really interesting that, because I guess you work with them too on a regular basis. You work with energy, don't you? So yeah, so if you can feel people in your auric field, or you don't like people in your space, it's because you can feel that. You're just very intuitive, and you can feel that. You know how some people do like to get into people's spaces as well? They like to be there, like close in. Just note that, because there's a lot of that goes on. So anyway, so that's the chakras. Let's talk about Nad. And Nad is oh, thank you for the hearts. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. There are 7 layers, all nice. Thank you, Joel. Good information. So Nad, N-A-A-D, sings back. You can share this. It's full of information, this scope. So if you want to share, just press the little man at the bottom. So Nad is all about the essence of sound. So you all know, because you're here, that sound does affect you. And it makes you, I'm just going to put my music on again because it's just gone off. So that was half an hour that I was talking for. Nad is a, namaste man, welcome, all the way from the States. Nice to join. Actually, you've just joined at a perfect time, because I'm talked about self-gratitude, talked about the energy system, the chakras, and now we're talking about Nad, which you know a lot about because you love sound. So you've popped on at the perfect time there, lovely. So thank you, Gregory. Yeah, so in Kundalini Yoga, it's described as the essence of sound. So if you imagine that if some of you are used to chanting mantra, it's extremely powerful, and it gives you a feeling of ecstasy, because it's holy, it's clean, that's just the way that it is. It's the words of the gods, you know. And when we chant mantra, it's detoxifying. It's as simple as that. So if you imagine that at one end, and then you imagine some pop music at another end that doesn't resonate, that doesn't hold the energy of Nad. Is Kundalini the style that you teach? I teach Hatha and I teach Kundalini. Yeah, I teach both. And I also teach, I'm also qualified to teach children and children with special needs as well. So I do, I've studied them both for quite a long time, or many different forms. So yeah, so you've got the Nad, the chanting, which is all about purity, detoxification, and then you've got maybe the pop music that you think certain types of music that are just they're like a killer, aren't they? They don't hold the Nad energy, and so the energy of Nad is essence of sound, just the vibration, that beautiful feeling, which you're going to feel hopefully soon when we all start chanting together on this lovely, lovely Wednesday, which is all about communication because it's the god Mercury. So it's a good day to do it. So Nad also affects, when you chant a mantra, your tongue touches your mouth, the roof of your mouth, which has many meridian points which stimulate the brain and give you that feeling of happiness and ecstasy. Yeah, it is so interesting, and we forget how sound is so powerful to us. I've got an issue at the moment at home where we have workers. I have had to complain to our council because my house is beautiful. It's in a little courtyard and I teach from here, and this was manifested, this place, because I wanted to teach from home, and I've got a little studio in my little cottage, and you might see me call it Silent Moon Cottage on Facebook and stuff. It actually is Silent Moon Cottage. It's called The Cottage, so I call it Silent Moon Cottage because it's beautiful. However, work has just started behind our house and there's a lot of sound, a lot of noise that we've had to complain about. That affects me, and I've got awareness of how that makes me feel, and how it makes me feel anxious, and how it makes me feel jittery on a daily basis, and my heart gets palpitations. What I've started doing to counteract it, only just recently, is to chant very, very regularly. And I've noticed the difference within me, that when I chant regularly, the effect of what they're doing behind my house doesn't have so much of an effect on me as it did a couple of weeks ago. So I just wanted to, that's just the power of mantra. It's just amazing. So I'm gonna start to chant now, okay? And we're gonna do it together. The music's gonna go up. Good call. Yeah, counteracting it. You know what, Joel? I couldn't think of another way. The council have sent me a form to write all the times that we're getting woken up, which is sometimes 6 in the morning. These guys aren't working with the time they should be working, so you can imagine it's really hard, and especially as a yoga teacher and somebody who works with nature, it's a test for me to see if I can stay in my silence. Get in touch if you want support. I will do. Oh, thank you. My whole family will. My daughter's freaking out about it. My eldest daughter, she's just going crazy because she'll be doing her A-levels soon, so not something she needs. And this work's going to go on for a while, considering that we're all vibration cells. Make a huge difference to our continents. Is that right? I'm absolutely, yeah, absolutely. You can come past. She's going to work, so she needs to run past me. Right. Our being. Good. Yeah, that's absolutely right, Greg. It really is. When energy sticks, you're taking it personally. Yeah, absolutely. And that's why I'm doing mantra. Because within me, I'm finding a way of dealing with it, and I go back to my first port of call, which is mantra and yoga, and I take the flower essences too, and I'm feeling that my vibration is changing, and I'm becoming more accepting. But when you live with a constant noise, that's kind of what I'm saying. You can hear this and it's fine. But when you're living with a constant noise that's banging and throwing about machinery and all sorts, it's irritating. And I work from home, so that's a difficult thing. So let's do the mantra. Let's focus on this point, because I don't want to keep you all day. And I also have a sports massage booked at 3, which I'm gonna have to go to. Get some pain. So if you've heard the mantra before, it's a mantra for peace, it's a mantra to cleanse your chakras, and it's also a mantra for totality. So before I do the words with you, I'm secretly listening to this at work. So oh, thank you. That's great, Louise. I love it. So hopefully you can see my hands. Okay, they're going to come to my navel point, and then they're going to rise up slowly. You're going to create a lotus blossom once you get to your third eye point, and open it here. And then as you chant the next part, we're going to turn the palms outwards, and we're going to push all the way down through the chakra system to the navel point, and then bring the hands back to prayer. Okay, so I'm going to sing it for you. And so remember, if you remember what we were talking about with the chakras and the cleansing, And also thinking about clearing that space, bringing peace to you and totality. And because we're not physically together, it doesn't mean that we can't make this powerful. So if you do want to share it now. We'll go in on ourselves, and say we'll maybe do it for about 5 or 6 minutes. Okay? Just thumbs up me or heart me if that's okay. Sa re sa sa, sa re sa 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 dum. Hare hara hara hare hara hara hare hara hara harum. So you all got that? Sa re sa sa, sa re sa sa, sa re sa 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 dum. Hare hara hara hare hara hara hare hara hara harum. Hands to prayer, great. Sa re sa sa, sa re sa sa, sa re sa 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 dum. Hare hara hara hare hara hara hare hara hara harum. Big breath in. Sa re sa sa, sa re sa sa, sa re sa 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 dum. Hare hara hara hare hara hara hare hara hara harum. Sa re sa sa, sa re sa sa, sa re sa 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 dum. Hare hara hara hare hara hara hare hara hara harum. Sa re sa sa, sa re sa sa, sa re sa 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 dum. Hare hara hara hare hara hara hare hara hara harum. Sa re sa sa, sa re sa sa, sa re sa 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 dum. Hare hara hara hare hara hara hare hara hara harum. Sa re sa sa, sa re sa sa, sa re sa 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 dum. Hare hara hara hare hara hara hare hara hara harum. Sa re sa sa, sa re sa sa, sa re sa 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 dum. Hare hara hara hare hara hara hare hara hara harum. Sa re sa sa, sa re sa sa, sa re sa 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 dum. Hare hara hara hare hara hara hare hara hara harum. Sa re sa sa, sa re sa sa, sa re sa 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 dum. Hare hara hara hare hara hara hare hara hara harum. Sa re sa sa, sa re sa sa, sa re sa 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 dum. Hare hara hara hare hara hara hare hara hara harum. Sa re sa sa, sa re sa sa, sa re sa 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 dum. Hare hara hara hare hara hara hare hara hara harum. Sa re sa sa, sa re sa sa, sa re sa 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 dum. Hare hara hara hare hara hara hare hara hara harum. Sa re sa sa, sa re sa sa, sa re sa 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 dum. Hare hara hara hare hara hara hare hara hara harum. Sa re
sa 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 re sa 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 re sa 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 dum. Hare hara hara hare hara hara hare hara hara hara. Sa re sa 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 re sa 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 re sa 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 dum. Hare hara hara hare hara hara hare hara hara hara. Sa re sa 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 re sa 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 re sa 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 dum. Hare hara hara hare hara hara hare hara hara hara. Now start to whisper. Sa re sa 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 re sa 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 re sa 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 dum. Hare hara hara hare hara hara hare hara hara hara. Sa re sa 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 re sa 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 re sa 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 dum. Hare hara hara hare hara hare hara hara hara. Now just the hand movements. Inhale. Sa re sa 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 re sa 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 re sa 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 dum. Hare hara hara hare hara hara hare hara hara hara. Sa re sa 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 re sa 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 re sa 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 dum. Hare hara hara hare hara hara hare hara hara hara. Bring your hands to your navel center. Draw a deep breath in. Hold your in-breath. Push the palms together. Take a long, slow breath out. Inhale deeply once more. Those of you that know Mula Bandha, the pelvic lock, squeeze Mula Bandha. Hold your in-breath. Push the palms together. This time exhale through the mouth with a sigh. And before you engage the mind, think of one thing that you're grateful for about yourself. Bring it to your mind's eye now. And be grateful and be thankful for who you are. Sat Nam. Thank you, everyone. Oh, thank you, Amy. Thanks, Louise. That's a practice you can go and do on your own. Sare Sasa. For totality, peace, and to cleanse your chakra system. Thanks, Joel. Thank you for a beautiful way to start my day. Oh, Poet 2, thank you. Thank you. So please, yeah, if you enjoyed that, if it resonated with you, press the little guy in the corner and share. And you can follow me. I'm going to do more mantras because I feel not only does it help me, it supports everyone, and the more that we give out that energy into the world. Thank you, lovely. Excuse me. The more that we give out that energy into the world, the more, you know, we clean the environment. We cleanse it, and we bring light. I do too, yeah. So remember that yesterday, you just hit the guy in it. If you've got an iPhone, Joel, it goes to the right. I think if you've got an Android, it comes up. Touch the guy, and it'll come up share, and you just press share, and it'll say whether you want to press
want to share on Twitter, or you want to share to everybody here. Once I've gone off, it'll only be a share on Twitter or a copy a link, I think. So yeah, you can share, but thank you. Just have you got it, Joel? I think you swipe it across, or you just press the guy, and you'll see a share thing. Just press share and it'll come up. Yeah, that's it. Fantastic, thank you. So that share will be, you know, people will be invited to watch it, so that's really great. So yesterday we did the har. For those of you that did miss it yesterday, I did hard, H-A-R, tip of the tongue, hits the roof of the mouth, and hits the meridian points in the roof of the mouth, which I spoke about earlier. It stimulates the brain and brings happiness to you. And har is the mantra for anybody who is wanting to attract abundance. And Hari is good for creative energy. So Hari Har, you've probably heard that before. Hari Har, Hari Har, on Har, 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 Har. I do Har every single day for 15 minutes, and I just sit in my yoga space. Har, 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 Har. Tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth. You can do it anywhere, and you can do it in your head. But it's an amazing, amazing mantra for abundance, and I promise you, it does work. It does help. So that was Sari Sasa, which is a very, very, very popular Kundalini yoga mantra, and you can find that on YouTube in many different formats. And that's the very, very common. I didn't make this up. This is a very common mudras that they use and sequence that they use, and it says a lot. It cleans the main energy systems down the body. So thank you, everybody. I've taken up enough of your time, so thank you for your time today. Thank you, Amy. It was really nice that you arrived, and it did take me 4 attempts to get to this scope today, so I'm very grateful that it actually happened. Thank you, Joel. I'm grateful you arrived too, and I hope to see you scoping soon. I think I just caught a little bit of you saying hi, and then I haven't seen another one. Have you done another one since? Thanks, Louise. You too. I need to see you scoping. Let me know, Joel, if you've done a scope, because you've done what? Have you just done that one? Thank you. Thank you for your courage. Oh, bless you. Yeah, you know what? Sing 007. I love that name. God, that's fabulous. A lion. I was a bit funny about chanting on here, but then I thought, well, I chant every day with my classes, and I sing, and I just thought, well, now I'm going to just do it. You know, it doesn't make any difference. It's getting that energy out there that's the important thing. So once you step through being on Periscope and talking, you can step through doing the singing as well. So it was lovely. Right, I'm off. I'm going to go for my sports massage now. It was beautiful. Thank you, Poet 2. Thank you. I love the chanting. Keep the chanting. Yes, I will. Email me. I will email you. And enjoy your massage. Yeah, I've got something going on in my shoulder. Maybe I'm being stabbed in the back. So it needs to be got at today. Thank you, everybody. Satnam, which is Kundalini mantra, also Satnam, which means my true identity. So you can all use that one, Satnam. Thank you, guys, and I will speak to you soon.